on winning the championship and being a great friend and mentor. And to all the other Chase contenders, congrats on your success this season and helping me throughout my rookie year. Hopefully next year we can join y'all as well. God bless, Merry Christmas, and have a great holiday season. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ricky. Our next presentation is one of NASCAR's longest tenured and most cherished awards. It's a tradition annually at this event, so please welcome the Director of Marketing North America for Federal Mogul, Michael Proud.
Thanks, Mike. Federal Mogul is one of the world's premier manufacturers of advanced vehicle components and systems. But you might know us best by our globally respected brands, including Champion spark plugs, Moog steering and suspension, Wagner brake products, and Velcro gaskets. I'm proud to represent our company and the Champion brand in presenting the 2013 NASCAR Buddy Schumann Award. Buddy Schumann, as you might know, was one of NASCAR's early stars, a talented driver, a dedicated proponent of the sport, and a figure loved and respected by anyone who came in contact with him. In 1957, NASCAR and Champion Sparkplug created this award to celebrate Buddy's memory and highlighting those whose contributions have helped ensure the continued success of Sprint Cup competition. Past recipients of this important honor have included Bill France Sr., Richard Petty, Rick Hendrick, Richard Childress, and last year's winner, Ken Squire. And this year's winners, that's right, it's plural, are every bit as deserving, particularly in light of their recent achievements both on and off the track. Back in February, millions of NASCAR fans around the world were introduced to the Generation 6 Sprint Cup car, the product of nearly 2 years of advanced development and close cooperation with NASCAR and the vehicle manufacturers. The Gen 6 car is lighter, safer, and offers significantly improved handling characteristics and raceability. Perhaps most important is the close connection between each Gen 6 body and the millions of new Chevy SS, Ford Fusion, and Toyota Camry vehicles on North American roads. This vital styling connection strengthens our sport by fueling the passion and pride of car ownership shared by millions of North American customers. The American car culture is alive and well, and Federal Mogul and Champion salute today's recipients for their vital contributions. In recognition of the clear success of the Gen 6 platform, it's my privilege to present the 2013 NASCAR Buddy Schumann Award to Ford Motor Company, the Chevrolet division of General Motors, and Toyota Motor Corporation. Representing Ford is Tim Doerr, Motorsports Marketing Manager. Accepting on behalf of General Motors, Jim Campbell, Vice President, Performance Vehicles, Motorsports for the Chevrolet Division. And Toyota is represented by Ed Laux, Vice President, Marketing, Communications, and Motorsports. Congratulations to each of you. If you guys are in the audience, you can come up.
Congratulations, gentlemen, to you and your companies. And we've already talked about what just a great initiative this 6th generation Sprint Cup car is for all of us in the sport. On every race weekend, one of the first questions to be answered is who's the fastest of them all? And that's the subject of our next award. Please welcome the Manager of Sports and Entertainment Marketing for Miller Coors, Justin Bailey.
As we celebrate our 6th season as the official beer of NASCAR, we're proud to award the top participating qualifier with the Coors Light Pole Award. This award is presented each week by our own Miss Coors Light, Rachel Rupert, who interviews each Pole Award winner and documents the season to give fans an inside look at the sport. Throughout this extremely competitive and close season, we've not only had 17 different winners in Victory Lane, we've also had 18 different drivers win the Coors Light Pole Award. In addition to sponsors and partners, we're all fans of the sport, so we toast a cold Coors Light to each of the Chase competitors for contributing to a great and historic season. We're also excited to see our 2013 Coors Light Pole Award winners running in the Sprint Unlimited race to kick off the 2014 season. Now here's a second toast to Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, Ryan Newman, Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski, Jamie McMurray, Eric Almirola, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Marcus Ambrose, Mark Martin, and Danica Patrick. We look forward to watching all of you battle it out under the lights next February in Daytona. But for now, please join me in congratulating the 2013 Coors Light Pole Award winner to the driver who won 5 Coors Light Pole Awards. Driver of the number 11 FedEx Toyota, Denny Hamlin.
Hard to believe I won anything, but obviously we had some pretty fast cars on Friday. Thanks obviously to Miller Coors for putting this on. This is a big deal, but I really didn't have anything prepared to say. I didn't expect to be here obviously, but I'll just do my best Matt Kenseth impression. I have great cars, fast engine. I'm just some dumb idiot who pushes the gas down. Thank you.
It takes far more than NASCAR's television partners, radio networks, and the members of the NMPA to spread the word across America about our great sport. For the next presentation, please welcome NASCAR's Vice President and Chief Sales Officer, Jim O'Connell.
Thanks, Mike. The company we're about to honor is, in a word, iconic. They've been a perfect fit within the great American sport of NASCAR. This company's marketing efforts are fully integrated into our industry. They always have been. A compelling argument could be made for them to win this award each and every year.
Every year they come out with a new creative commercial, and this year's no exception.
And where things got a little heated between two of the top drivers.
Henry Coke? Yeah.
This is the Coke Zero 400. This is Daytona.
Coke Zero, enjoy everything, Island. Coke Zero has been inviting race fans there all weekend long for an ice cold Coke Zero.
That is so cool.
It's a true pleasure today to honor Coca-Cola with the 2013 NASCAR Marketing Achievement Award. I'm proud to present the award to the Director of Motorsports Marketing for Coca-Cola, Ben Reiling.
Thank you, Jim. It's very, very kind of you. So on behalf of the 40-member cross-functional team across Coca-Cola, Coke Zero, and NOS Energy Drink, it's my honor to accept the 2013 Marketing Achievement Award. You know, this team at Coca-Cola of employees and agency partners collaborated to design a marketing plan that hundreds of Coca-Cola system personnel put to the use with our bottlers, with our retailers, and our food service partners. And in a year where we worked with multiple NASCAR Field for Business partners, we're truly inspired by the work all of those partners did this past year. And knowing the strength and the programming that they put together makes this recognition all the more special. You know, critical to our success in NASCAR are the multiple relationships we enjoy. You know, certainly the sanctioning body, our track partners, many of them here today, thank you very much, and the Coca-Cola Racing family. And speaking of our drivers, congratulations to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky, your 2013 Sunoco Rookie of the Year award was certainly awesome. I extend my appreciation and thanks to Mike Kozak and Heather Brigham. They're on our account team at NASCAR. I thank you for your friendship and for your partnership with Coca-Cola. I want to give a special thanks to someone that many of you may not know, and her name is Marie Munoz. You see, Marie works in NASCAR New York, and she is on the receiving end of our 150-plus approval requests that we send in. She reviews 200-plus pieces of creative each year. So her attention to detail, to responsiveness, allows us to have our NASCAR programming in the marketplace each week during the race season. I proudly accept this award, understanding that the ultimate award is the one that we seek with the NASCAR fans who vote every day in choosing Coca-Cola, Coke Zero, and NOS Energy Drink. And for that, the Coca-Cola Company is extremely thankful. From everyone at Coca-Cola, I wish you all a great off-season and a most blessed holiday. Thank you.
Lunch is on the way, so to deliver today's invocation, former NASCAR driver and now principal of the Sprint Cup Series team, where one driver won the most poles, one won the most races, and nearly this year's Sprint Cup. Please welcome the president of Joe Gibbs Racing, J.D. Gibbs.
Let us pray. Lord, just thank you for all that we get to do. Thank you for all of our teams and sponsors and NASCAR being able to celebrate this event together, unlike any other sport. Thank you for the way you've blessed us and keep us safe, and thank you for all you do for us, Lord. May we honor you and love you, and thank you for this meal. In your son's name, amen.
makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been playing hard, said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been playing hard, said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Watch it burn, sing in the rhythm, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the rhythm, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the rhythm, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the rhythm, the lessons I've learned.
Please welcome back your host for the 2013 NASCAR NMPA Myers Brothers Awards Luncheon, Mike Joy.
Those of you who are just being served dessert, please continue to enjoy your lunch as we recognize two groups who are vital to our NASCAR industry. The operators of our 23 racetracks involved in the Sprint Cup Series and our series officials.
It's Daytona.
This has been the race that has turned seasons around.
They're hitting the wall. They're head on the wall. Eddie wins it.
A glorious day here just outside of Phoenix, Arizona.
This racetrack will just grab you and swallow you up.
Just up from the strip on North Las Vegas Boulevard, you'll find the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Bristol Motor Speedway, rising up around a little half-mile bull ring with banking as steep as Daytona.
Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. Here, this is where the NASCAR dream becomes a reality.
It's NASCAR's oldest racetrack, the most exciting racetrack in our sport.
Petty comes to the stripe, and he will win the Virginia 500.
Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway, where everything is as big as the stakes.
In its brief 10-year history, this Kansas Speedway has proven to be fast, at times treacherous, and certainly has a flair for frantic finishes.
They say Virginia is for lovers. Clearly, they has never seen a race at Richmond International Raceway.
Oh, there it goes. Who's going to win the race? Kyle's going to take it home.
When you come to Talladega, regardless of the number on the side of your car, you do have a shot to win.
Darlington is almost like a homecoming. It is one of NASCAR's oldest racetracks.
Racing into the record books. Bill Elliott gets the checkered flag.
The very fast and very tricky Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Going to be one wild weekend here at Charlotte.
400 miles from Dover International Speedway. Dover means go, and go now.
Ricky Rudd wins the Delaware 500 at Dover.
Today, we're coming to you from a little place that just has to be different. A little place that begs the question, what turn 4?
Fastest track in all of NASCAR right here at Michigan International Speedway.
It's going to be a photo finish. Who wins it? I believe
50 miles north of San Francisco in the heart of wine country. The big stars are here.
Now, Kentucky gets a lot of attention for single horsepower, but quite a bit more will be put on display at Kentucky Speedway.
They're not just fast in New Hampshire, they're wicked fast, and we're ready to do business.
Winning at Indy is special. A chance to go out and kneel and kiss those bricks. It's what they all dream of.
Dale Earnhardt has won the second Brickyard 400.
Watkins Glen International Raceway, but overlooking this track is a mistake because this place has hosted the sport's all-time greats in its victory lane.
Drivers and the teams have gathered to do battle. Tonight, it's on the 1.5-mile Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Chicago, less than 50 miles down the road, the town of Joliet, Illinois, where once a year, speed reigns supreme.
It all ends here, Homestead Miami Speedway.
You're the 2013
Yes, yes, yes!
Thank you, guys. What a race team.
I think 2013 has been one of our best years ever in the sport. We've had a lot on our plate. Our officiating staff has done just a fantastic job with the introduction of the Gen 6 car, which got most of the hype this year.
When the race car hit the racetrack at Daytona for the Daytona 500, it was an instant success. It proved itself. It's raceable. It's brought all of the Sprint Cup racing to a whole new level.
The manufacturers are excited about the fact that they can bring new vehicles online moving forward based on the criteria that we put in certifying and approving the Gen 6 sheet metal.
It's re-energized our fans. It's even re-energized our officials because as hard as they worked, they were excited and made it a successful piece.
A lot of work has gone into the Gen 6 car. A lot of hours behind the scene, wind tunnel time that we've worked with the manufacturers.
I think the design of the cars are a lot more popular than what they were. I mean, you can identify the vehicle a lot easier than what you could before.
It's a beautiful looking car. The changes that they've incorporated into the body of the car, they're fun to watch.
Seeing the new car on the racetrack has been a breath of fresh air to see something that looks so awesome when it moves.
I think the Gen 6 car really put the emphasis back on the brand identity. You can identify with the car. The cars don't all look the same.
The great things about our officials and the team of officials that we have, they change hats during the course of the event, and one role may not be related to the other.
In templates, do the templates of the cars. We have people do engines, transmissions, everyone's sort of specialized.
The part that everybody sees the most is when we actually go over the wall with the crews and do the pit road stuff on race days.
There's a number of different things we have to look for when we're over the wall, right and left side of the car. The main thing is trying to stay safe out there and keep the team's people safe also.
The race is what this is all about anyway. You know, it's the gravy of this whole deal. When you get to the race, it's the common denominator. It's why everybody's here. It's why the drivers are here. It's why the crew guys are here. The pit crew guys are here. Why we're here. It's why everybody's here is for the race. So that's the fun part of the whole deal. It's the race part.
You have a governing body for a reason. It keeps everybody with a fair game and an opportunity to win.
We rely on them to maintain order and maintain integrity, so the credibility of the sport is really strong, not only amongst the drivers and competitors, but mainly for the fans and how they perceive the sport.
Our rule book never sits still. I mean, it's always changing, and we just had a huge changeover coming into this season.
I think you can look at the chase as proof as to how competitive our sport is, and I think that's kind of what NASCAR wanted. They want everybody to be on as level playing field as possible.
My hat's off to each and every one of our officials for pulling together and doing what they do, where we could pull off all these new things that we've done this year. It's been a great year.
A big thank you to our track operators and to our hardworking series officials. Thank you. Tomorrow night, the third annual Betty Jane France Humanitarian Award will be presented during the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Awards. This award honors the longtime commitment of NASCAR Foundation founder Betty Jane France to community service and to charitable causes. And it's presented annually to a NASCAR fan who embodies those same ideals. We are honored today to have this year's 4 award finalists join us. Now, they're in the running to win a $100,000 donation from the NASCAR Foundation for the charity they represent, and to receive a 2014 Chevrolet SS from Chevrolet. In addition, each finalist will receive at least $25,000 donation from the NASCAR Foundation for their respective charity. So let's meet these remarkable NASCAR fans, accompanied by a child representing their charity. First, please welcome Duncan Doby from Marietta, Georgia, with Kyle Cruz on behalf of Camp Sunshine, located in Decatur, Georgia. From Bedford, New Hampshire, here's Lisa Hall with Kayla Ware on behalf of the Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Children National Network. From St. John's, Florida, Richard Johnson with his children Grace and Lucas on behalf of the Alpha One Foundation. And from Kansas City, Don Post with Maggie Swearingen on behalf of the March of Dimes. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are this year's finalists for the 3rd annual Betty Jane France Humanitarian Award. Now, online voting for this year's award closes tonight, midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific time. So there's still time to cast your vote at NASCAR.com/award. You can vote from your Sprint phone, as well as watch videos about each finalist. Thanks for joining us. For our next award presentation, please welcome Chairman of the Board for Poet LLC and Co-Chairman for Growth Energy, Jeff Broyne.
American Ethanol has been powering NASCAR for 3 years and over 5 million miles with Sunoco Green E15, a fuel blend containing 15% homegrown American ethanol. We'd like to thank NASCAR and all the teams and talented drivers for giving us this amazing platform to demonstrate the performance of our product under the most demanding conditions possible, a NASCAR race. And nothing is quite as exciting in demonstrating the horsepower from high-octane American ethanol like a NASCAR restart. So we're proud to present the American Ethanol Green Flag Restart Award to the driver who records the fastest restart laps throughout the season. We're honored to present this year's award to Kyle Busch.
Well, on behalf of the whole number 18 M&M's Toyota team, I just want to give thanks to American Ethanol and everyone from NASCAR, Sunoco, and everyone that's been a part of our sport for just 3 short years, but yet have made a great impact in our sport and being able to continue on, and hopefully the endeavors have been prosperous for you. And we enjoyed being able to accept this award, so on behalf of all that, thank you very much.
For our next presentation, please welcome the Director of Racing for Mechanics Wear, Ted Abden.
Mechanics Wear is very proud to present for the 12th year the Most Valuable Pit Crew Award for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. First off, Mechanics Wear would like to thank Nick Gallo and Jordan Dull of NASCAR for their outstanding efforts with this award. We would also like to thank the crew chiefs of the Sprint Cup Series for their participation in the selection process. The Mechanics Wear Most Valuable Pit Crew Award was created to recognize the best performing pit crews in the Sprint Cup Series. Each quarter of the season, the crew chiefs select the pit crew that contributes the most to the success of their team on race day. The 4 quarterly finalists for the 2013 season are the number 43 crew from Richard Petty Motorsports, the number 20 crew from Joe Gibbs Racing, the number 15 crew from Michael Waltrip Racing, and the number 88 crew from Hendrick Motorsports. The 2013 Mechanics Wear Most Valuable Pit Crew winner is the number 88 crew from Hendrick Motorsports. Mechanics Square congratulates the 88 crew on winning this award and for their outstanding performance on pit road throughout 2013. Here today to accept the winner's trophy and a check for $100,000 are the crew's front tire changer, Clay Robinson. Front tire carrier, Kevin Harris. Jackman, Nick Covey. Second tire changer, David Mayo. Rear tire changer, Stephen Todges. Rear tire carrier, Matt Vermeer. Fueler, Caleb Hurd. Second fueler, Dustin Lineback. Pit coach, Chris Craig. Pit coach, Greg Morin. And pit coach, Lance Monksgaard.
Thank you, Ted. I'm honored to be here with the members of the 88 Pit Crew to accept the Mechanics Wear Most Valuable Pit Crew of the Year Award. It's a tribute to our guys' effort they put in and week out, but more importantly, it's a reflection of the commitment made by Mr. Hendrick and Steve Letarte. Thank you both for giving us the tools and the opportunity to compete at the highest level of NASCAR each week. The number 88 National Guard crew had a mixture of veterans and young athletes this season, which allowed them to build chemistry, which allowed them to be consistently fast. Their average stop for the year was a 12.4-second stop. But the most impressive part of this is they recorded that number with 3 different rear tire changers. Injury prompted us to call up 2 Hendrick Motorsports backup athletes during the chase, and they both excelled. This team was very composed and helped Dale Earnhardt Jr. finish 5th in the championship standings. It's been a fun year for our coaching staff, and we've enjoyed working with this group of athletes. It means a lot to Mechanics Wear to recognize them for their performance. Thank you for that. We'd also like to thank our wives, family members, and friends for the support all season long. Thank you all, and happy holidays.
Our next award also has a very rich history upon this stage. Please welcome the Director of Marketing for Molly Clevite, Ted Hughes.
David Evans, Eddie Lanier, Charlie Seegers. 3 names that may not ring a bell for those in this room, but for Hall of Fame drivers like Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt, and future Hall of Famer Jeff Gordon, those names are synonymous with one thing: championships. While each of those 3, along with many other greats like Doug Yates or the late Randy Dorton, have carried home this hardware, it's the hardware that their drivers earn that make all of the hard work, all the time, effort, joy, and heartbreak worthwhile. The life of a NASCAR engine builder is not glamorous. It's long hours spent away from families, away from the spotlight, searching for a way to pull a few extra horsepower out of that V8 while still maintaining the strength to keep it running for 600 miles on a hot Charlotte night in May. Molly Clevite has presented this award for nearly 30 years. And while the world of NASCAR engine development has changed in that time, the uncompromising standards of men like Lanier, Seegers, and Dorton still define the measure of success for engine builders today. This year's winner is part of a team, part of a dynasty, really, led by Jeff Andrews and Jim Wall in the shop in Concord, with Scotty Maxson at the track every weekend carrying the banner. Today, we honor a first-time winner of the MAHLE Engine Builder of the Year Award, and with it, he joins a legacy created by some of the finest engineering minds our sport has ever known. A legacy similar to the one created by our legendary Clevite engine bearings and MAHLE engine components that are at the heart of these race cars every week. So on behalf of MAHLE Clevite Incorporated, it's my honor to present this trophy and the award of $100,000 to the newest member of this exclusive club, the 2013 MAHLE Engine Builder of the Year Award winner, who represents the number 48 team from Hendrick Motorsports, Scott Fox.
Thank you, Ted. It's an honor to be here and accept this award on behalf of the men and women of Hendrick Motorsports Engines. We are blessed to work for the premier organization that Rick Hendrick and his family have assembled. From all of us, thank you, Mr. Hendrick. This season, our engines powered 12 Sprint Cup victories, including the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400, thanks in large part to our technical partners, MAHLE, Chevrolet, Bosch, Siemens, and Quaker State. Hendrick Motorsports had 4 cars in the chase for the second straight season, and our engines were the heartbeat as Jimmy Johnson
Appreciate everything you do for us. And thanks to my team. I think this award exemplifies the work that Jack Roush and all of our guys, Jimmy Finnig, everyone on the crew puts in. We have fast race cars. We didn't have the best luck, but we dug in deep this year, and everyone worked very hard. Ford, all of our sponsors, we appreciate everything you've done for us this season. And congratulations to Jimmy and Hendrick Motorsports, an amazing year. You guys did a great job. So thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festivities and have a great off season. Thanks again.
Please welcome back to the stage the Director of Marketing North America for Federal Mogul, Michael Proud.
Thanks, Mike. Richard Petty once said, "Racing began the moment the world's second car was built." If that's true, then it couldn't have been much longer before the sport's first 2 crew chiefs took competition to an entirely new level, looking for every opportunity to improve their car's performance and making tough decisions in the heat of each race. Today's crew chiefs oversee such sophisticated racing programs that they're often compared to chief operating officers. But for Federal Mogul, Moog, and the Moog steering and suspension brand, there'll always be another title, problem solver. Just as Moog engineers develop parts that improve performance and durability of original components, Sprint Cup crew chiefs continually find the right solutions for improved handling in the face of ever-changing track conditions. We're proud to recognize these highly skilled professionals through the weekly Moog Problem Solver of the Race Award and the season-ending $100,000 Moog Problem Solver of the Year Award. The battle for our prestigious year-end award has never been more intense, and in fact, 4 crew chiefs were deadlocked at the top of the Moog standings with just 2 weeks to go. But just as Jimmy Johnson and the Moog-equipped 48 Chevrolet rolled away in the closing weeks, the 2013 Moog Problem Solver of the Year directed his team to a second-half improvement at Phoenix and a win to win his 5th Problem Solver of the Year award. He also won weekly Moog honors at Fontana in March, Darlington and Charlotte in May, and at Richmond in September. Please join me in congratulating the 2013 Moog Steering and Suspension Problem Solver of the Year, Matt Borland, crew chief of the number 39 Stewart Haas Racing Chevrolet. Congratulations, Matt.
First off, I just want to thank Moog, Tim and Mike. Beautiful trophy. It's really a great honor. I really thank them for that. Second, I want to thank NASCAR, John Darby, and all the officials. Just a tremendous job all year. I mean, they took on a lot this year, and it was a great year from that aspect. Gene and Tony, I just want to thank them for giving me an opportunity to be a crew chief again and having the faith in me. Eddie, Joe, Brett, and Greg, all the resources anyone could ask for as far as great equipment, great people at the shop. Can't say enough for everybody at SHR. They really did a fantastic job all year. Ryan Newman, great friend. Guy means the world to me. It's an honor to work with him for another year, and wish him the best going to Richard Childress. And great organization there. Richard's built an awesome company, and I know he's going to do an awesome job there. My wife Stacy and my 2 daughters, just want to thank them for putting up with me for all the bad weekends. Hendrick Motorsports, can't say enough. They give us chassis, they give us engines, they give us technical help. Rex, Mark, Scott Maxim, all those guys, just can't thank them enough. They really show how things can be. All of our partners at 39, Chevrolet, House Automation, Mobile One, Outback Steakhouse, Aspen Dental, Code 3 Associates, State Water Heaters, Coca-Cola, Quicken Loans, Wix Filters, Bass Pro Shops, and GoDaddy. Lastly, congratulations to Jimmy and Chad and the whole Hendrick organization for a great championship. And just want to personally thank Jimmy and Chad for showing all the crew chiefs and all the drivers just what it's like to lead a great team week in and week out. They really are a class act, and congratulations to them. Thank you.
Our next presenter is the Communications and Motorsports Program Manager for 3M. Here's Nick Harris.
Thank you, Mike. It takes a lot to be a leader. At 3M, we are reminded each and every day of the effort and the commitment it takes to be leaders in our field and to win in the competitive world of doing business around the globe. To lead, you have to have the capability, the tools, the opportunity, the teamwork, and the trust in all of those around you doing their part in order to get in front and, most importantly, to stay in front. That's why 3M are proud to sponsor an award that recognizes the driver who leads the most laps, which best demonstrates consistency and excellence across all those important elements. This year's winner showcased all of those characteristics with his team by leading more laps than anyone else, and we at 3M are very pleased to award this year's 3M Lap Leader Award, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, to Matt Kenseth.
We'll hear from Matt in just a minute, but first, presenting one of our newer year-end awards, the Director of Marketing Americas for Freescale, Steve Nelson.
Thank you, Mike. Our Freescale Wide Open Award is unique in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. We draw information from the engine computer's data logging capability to find the driver with the most open throttle time to close out each race. That data tells us who's pushing their car the hardest to win, coming onto the brakes later and into the gas sooner. It's usually not the driver with the best car, but often the driver who's fighting hardest to win with what they have. This year, Freescale and McLaren were very proud to complete another milestone in our relationship with NASCAR. On October 12th at Charlotte Motor Speedway, we celebrated completing 1 million miles of EFI competition. But more importantly, we completed those miles without a single engine computer failure. When Freescale came into the sport, we wanted to be able to show that our products have the highest levels of quality, performance, and reliability in the world's most demanding environment. And with NASCAR, we've been able to prove it. The Freescale Wide Open Award had 14 different weekly winners, but one stood out from the rest. He's changed teams, car number, and manufacturer, but evidently he took his lead foot with him. For the second year in a row, the Freescale Wide Open Award goes to Mr. Matt Kenseth.
Now would you please welcome the U.S. Motorsports Manager for Mobile One, Pat DiDomenicis.
Thanks, Mike. Good afternoon. On behalf of Mobile One, congratulations to Jimmy Johnson on his 6th NASCAR Sprint Cup Series championship, and to crew chief Chad Canals, the crew of the number 48 car, owners Jeff Gordon and Rick Henrik, and the entire Henrik's Motorsports organization as well. Our thanks to NASCAR for all their support during our 11th year as an official sponsor of NASCAR. It's a relationship we're very proud of. I'd also like to take a minute to thank all the NASCAR Sprint Cup teams for an exciting race season in 2013, with special recognition to those teams participating in the Mobile One program. Your performance on the racetrack is a great showcase for our products. Now, the Mobile One Award is given on a weekly basis to the highest finishing driver participating in the program. The driver with the most points at the end of the season wins a Driver of the Year award. This afternoon, I'm here to present Matt Kenseth with the Mobile One Driver of the Year award. Congratulations to Matt Crew Chief Jason Radcliffe, the entire number 20 Dollar General Toyota team. On behalf of ExxonMobil Corporation, it gives me great pleasure to present the Mobile One Driver of the Year award and a check for $100,000 to Matt Kenseth. Congratulations, Matt.
Thanks a lot. Just want to thank 3M. They've been a long-time supporter of NASCAR and also a sponsor, my buddy Greg Biffle, for a lot of years. Freescale, the fuel injection stuff has gone off without a hitch. It's amazing. As new as that is to the sport, with really no issues to speak of the first, whatever it's been, 4 years now. And of course, Mobile One, they make great products. They help our cars go faster, and we appreciate them being part of it. And also thanks to my team. It sure was a fun year, and because of them, I'm standing up here. So thanks a lot.
To present our next award, please welcome the president of the National Motorsports Press Association, NASCAR.com's Kenny Bruce.
It's my honor to present this year's NASCAR Most Popular Driver Award. The NMPA membership doesn't determine the winner of the award. We're only the caretakers of it. The program's been a part of NASCAR since 1953. The recipient is determined by the most important people in the sport, the fans. NASCAR fans are loyal. They're tremendously loyal. They're tremendously passionate. They celebrate when their favorite drivers do well, and they stand by those drivers when times are tough. And just like those drivers, they know another race is just around the corner. So what makes a driver popular in the eyes of the fans? Is it success? Is it personality? Is it where they come from, or maybe where they're going? Only the fan knows for certain. But rest assured, when that decision is made, it's not often altered. From February through mid-November of this year, fans logged into the website, mostpopulardriver.com, and cast votes for their favorite drivers. More than 3 dozen Sprint Cup drivers received votes. More than 1 million votes were cast. Fans are tremendously loyal, and they're tremendously passionate. And once again, the NASCAR fans have spoken loudly and clearly. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage for the 11th consecutive year, the 2013 NMPA NASCAR Most Popular Driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I want to congratulate my number 88 pit crew for their award today. That was really cool to see those guys get that. They were awesome all season, and looking forward to next year. I'd also like to thank everyone responsible for the Myers Brothers Awards luncheon. I've been coming to this for a really long time, really appreciate the importance of this event. I want to thank the National Motorsports Press Association and NASCAR for carrying on the tradition of the Most Popular Driver Award. It's been a great honor to accept it over these last few years. It humbles me deeply to know that you have so many fans in your corner each race weekend. There are a lot of motivating factors in life that drive our race team to be the best we can, but none impact us more than the support of our race fans that they've shown over the years. We thank you for your devotion to NASCAR, and we look forward to giving you a lot to be excited about in 2014. Thanks to our partners, National Guard, Diet Mountain Dew, Time Warner Cable, Amp Energy, and Chevy. And thanks to Hendrick Motorsports and to all its 500-plus employees for all their hard work. Have a great holiday season, everyone. Thank you.
Our next presenter and the company he represents are first-time visitors to this stage. Here to present a brand new year-end award, Vice President of Sales and Marketing at FDP, please welcome John Carney.
Good afternoon. I'd like to begin by saying that this was our first year as an official NASCAR partner. The professionalism, dedication, and passion that FDP witnessed over the last 12 months have been remarkable. This is an amazing sport filled with incredible people. We are thrilled to be part of the NASCAR family and sincerely thank everyone who held our hand through the onboarding process. The Door Last Break in the Race Award is a weekly award given to the highest eligible driver in the running order at the first caution of each race. The year-end winner is the driver who won the Break in the Race Award the most times during the course of the season. In the event of a tie, which there was one, the final series point standings served as the tiebreaker. This year's winner could not better exemplify that professionalism, dedication, and passion that I spoke of. And although this award goes to the individual who drives the car, I'd like to recognize the entire team for their dedication. So on behalf of FDP Brakes, Door Last Brakes, and over 71,000 AutoZone team members who support the 5,000 plus AutoZone stores where Door Last Brakes are exclusively sold, it's my great honor to present the first annual Door Last Break in the Race Award to Jimmy Johnson and the number 48 team.
Would you please welcome back to the stage the Chief Marketing Officer for Sunoco, Cynthia Archer.
Well, Jimmy, you've won on every kind of fuel we've been able to whip up for this series, so congratulations one more time. On behalf of over 10,000 employees and over 5,000 retail locations, on behalf of Sunoco, I'd like to congratulate you on your 6th championship win. You're a great driver, you've been a great friend to Sunoco, and it's an honor for us to be any part of this historic accomplishment, and also to be a part of this great sport. It makes us proud to be the official fuel. So please accept the Sunoco Diamond Performance Award for the 6th time in honor of your accomplishments this year. And enjoy your holidays with those little girls, and come back all rested up to go for number 7 next year.
Next, to present one of our sport's most highly coveted and certainly its most unique award, here is Goodyear's General Manager, Global for Race Tires, Stu Grant.
Thanks, Mike. It's my pleasure to represent the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company as we honor Jimmy Johnson and the entire Hendrick Motorsports team for their 2013 Sprint Cup Championship. We use a phrase called flawless execution as a guiding principle to run a racing operation, and I think that phrase certainly applies to the effort by you and your team this year. A 6th championship took near perfect execution, and that's what the entire 48 team delivered. It gives me great pleasure to present this 24-karat gold, 1/12 scale model replica of the number 48 Chevrolet to the 2013 Sprint Cup champion, Jimmy Johnson. Congratulations.
That is by far the coolest trophy. Thank you, Stu. I think it's pretty cool. But just a big thank you to the people that support NASCAR and support these great programs. Duralast, Sunoco, and Goodyear, I thank you for these great awards that you've given me this afternoon. Wouldn't be here without my teammates at Hendrick Motorsports, and to all of the employees there, thank you for giving me a fast race car and the opportunity to go out there and do cool things. Have a great time, everybody, and I'll see you soon.
To continue honoring this year's championship team, please welcome the Director of Competition for NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, John Darby.
Good afternoon. Winning a Sprint Cup championship takes a lot of resources. You have to have the best equipment money can buy. That equipment has to be supported by expert engineering and state-of-the-art technology. You have to have a very, very capable driver that thinks about nothing but winning. And finally, a team to support that driver through every mile of competition. So if we take a moment today and stand back and look at the Sprint Cup Series garage and all of its competitors, there's 40 teams that, in fairness, probably can complete that checklist. There's 20 for sure that would make an excellent bet out here in Vegas as you look towards next year's championship. And then there's that final 10 that if you line them all up, the ultimate path to victory is only decided between the team that puts out 110% versus 109 of team effort and makes absolutely zero mistakes. And that's what Chad Knaus's leadership style demands. That's why Chad's not here for the first time, but the 6th time. I remember a conversation I had in Chad late in '06. Jimmy and Chad had just won their first championship, and we were working really hard that fall preparing the Gen 5 car for 2007 competition. Chad said to me one afternoon when we were talking about some different rules for the car, he said, "Well, Darbs, you've done it. This new car will for sure, if nothing else, be an end to my career. You've taken everything I've had, working for me over the years and thrown it away. Really? I told him, and I reminded him, that it wasn't the car that wins the championship. It's the leadership of his team and the level of the bar that he sets as they enter competition. I don't know if he believes me yet, but he's now won 6 championships, and this year with yet another new NASCAR race car, the Gen 6. I think Chad Knaus today is the only crew chief in the sport to have won championships with 3 generations of NASCAR race cars. I really didn't know he was that old. On behalf of all at NASCAR, I'm proud again to present the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship Crew Chief Award to Chad Knaus. Chad?
Thanks, John. And I'm not that old. I just started really, really young. Let's just put it like that. So, but you know, hey, look, gosh, where do you begin? We've been so successful, but obviously I need to acknowledge a few people right off the bat. Let's begin with the France family, all of NASCAR. Brian, thank you guys for everything that you do, for the competitors, for the fans. This is it's an amazing sport, and gosh, I love being a part of it. I want to say thank you to all of the Hendrick Motorsports partners that we've got. If it wasn't for them, we would not be able to do what it is that we do week in and week out. Obviously, everybody at Lowe's, gosh, I mean, I think we're the only team with a full-time sponsor for the full season. And the way that they contribute it's much more than a sponsor, it's a friendship. They are our teammates, and we appreciate hanging out with them and being with those guys. Robert and Melanie Niblock, they're great friends. We appreciate everything that they do for us. I want to say congratulations to Chevrolet on winning the Manufacturers Championship once again this year with a brand new Gen 6 car. Elba, you and your group did a great job with the Gen 6 car. The Monte Carlo SS is, not the Monte Carlo, sorry, the Chevrolet SS is a fantastic race car, and we really appreciate that. To everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, man, I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of people, the people that build the race cars, that build the engines, that fly the planes, maintain the buildings, pay the bills, and for all those that try to manage all the chaos that we have weekly, really congratulations on another amazing season. Christine Curley, Tara Gudger, once again, thank you for dealing with me this year. I know it's difficult at times, to say the least. I want to say thank you to Michael Landis, my buddy Steve Letarte, he's sitting down there. Everybody in the 4888 shop, all the guys, all the girls, your dedication and your commitment, the sacrifice that you put in weekly, daily, that's what sets this team apart from everybody else. I got to thank Ron Malik, our car chief, and everybody else on the 48 team. You guys are amazing, I'm telling you, and you're only going to get better. You guys are so young. You've got so much more that you can do, and I couldn't be prouder of everything you accomplished this year. Quick note, the 88 Pit Crew guys over there, congratulations on winning the Mechanics Wear Pit Crew Championship again. Good job. It's good stuff. Very, very proud to be a part of that. And look, you know, they say in life you need to lead by example. And that is exactly what Rick and Linda Hendrick do. They are 2 amazing people. They put everybody else's needs before theirs. And I just want to say thank you to you both on your 11th Sprint Cup Series Championship. Congratulations to you guys. So, and you know, gosh, this is where it always gets tough, right, when you start talking about Jimmy. And I really wish that I had just a little something unique, a little something different that you guys didn't already know, but I don't. I really don't. But I can tell you this. He's a great, great friend of mine. And what I really like about Jimmy is he lets others say what a great race car driver he is. He lets others say what a great person he is. He doesn't say it himself. His actions are his voice, and we can all learn from that. So, buddy, congratulations on your 6th championship. Very proud of you. But most importantly, congratulations to you and Shani. I'm bringing in another beautiful little girl. God, you guys, Lydia and Genevieve, are so fortunate to have such great parents. It's really pretty cool. It's fun to watch, fun to be a part of. And, you know, honestly, one last thing here, guys. You know, life throws at you a lot of challenges. And the way that you attack those challenges, that's what defines the person. It's not always if you win or if you lose, but how you go after it and how you attack it. And man, I cannot wait for this next set of challenges. So thank you to you all. Happy holidays.
Congratulations, Chad and Jimmy, Rick and Linda Hendrick, and all the Hendrick folks that have joined us, and all the people who will be honored here tomorrow evening at our NASCAR Sprint Cup Awards. You know, each year looking out over this group, there are fewer and fewer people in the room who firsthand recall the exploits of Bobby and Billy Myers. That's just part of the price of progress as we move through the years. So to explain all that to you and make our next presentation that of this event's namesake award, the Myers Brothers Award, here once again, NMPA President Kenny Bruce.
I don't know if I can explain everything. I'll try my best, though. The Myers Brothers Award recognizes individuals and groups that have provided outstanding contributions to the sport of stock car racing. It is named after two of the sport's pioneers, Billy and Bobby Myers. Perhaps you don't know a lot about them. I can honestly say that I personally don't know as much as I would like to. But you should know this, without people such as Billy and Bobby Myers, it's entirely possible that none of us would be sitting here today. The Myers were racers at a time when racing wasn't nearly as popular or as profitable as it is now. They raced with and against the Flocks, the Pettys, Turner, Baker, Jarrett, Johnson. They were there when no one was really certain where there was or where it was headed. But today their legacy lives on, and we're pleased to have members of the Myers family with us here as we present another member of the NASCAR community with the NMPA's highest honor. Recipients of the Myers Brothers Award have come from all corners of the sport. They've played a vital role in the growth, and their contributions have come both on the track as well as away from it. The contributions of this year's recipient, have come from both. He's been a fierce competitor, but he's also helped others on many occasions, quietly and without recognition. The stories of our winner's big heart have gotten around, much to his dismay, I'm sure, but trust me, they're endless. He's a successful team owner at the top level of the sport, but he's never forgotten where he came from. In fact, he returns there often. He's also a track owner, and this past year, he helped reintroduce dirt track racing at the National Series. This year's Mud Summer Classic at Eldora Speedway wasn't just a race, it was a happening. Just ask Norm Benning, he'll tell you how special it was. But why attempt something that hasn't been done, something some said would never be done successfully? According to this year's Myers Brothers winner, it just confirms the level of insanity that is my life. Maybe so, but it also confirms something else. It confirmed that he not only cares about racing, but he also cares about seeing it continue to grow. Of course, anyone who knows this guy probably already knows that. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage the three-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion and this year's Myers Brothers Award recipient, Tony Stewart.
This is crazy. Thought I was just getting a free dinner here and a trip to bring Borland out here to get his award. But what an honor. This is, it's very humbling, to be perfectly honest. I don't even know where to start. Thank Kenny and the entire Myers family. I remember Dale Jr. and I single-handedly turned this thing from a breakfast into a lunch. which I'm still grateful. I think by the time we get through with this, we'll have it in the mid-afternoon before it's all said and done. Denny's trying to help push that this year. But this is just, it is crazy. Steve O'Donnell, I think, probably deserves more credit for what we did at Eldora than anybody. We sat at the pre-chase dinner before media in Chicago 2 years ago, and I've always joked around. Everybody always asks us drivers if we could be president of NASCAR for a day, what would we do? And I've always joked around saying that a dirt race on the schedule would be great because I'm very passionate about that. And then Steve O'Donnell came to us 2 years ago and asked if we were really serious about that. And our wheels went spinning in a bunch of different directions, but Steve really made this happen. Roger Slack that runs our facility at Eldora Speedway just did a phenomenal job with our staff up there. But we had fun with it, and it was fun to see Norm Benning transfer through the last chance race to get into the show and watch drivers and crew members and owners come during practice on Tuesday and the event on Wednesday and just say how excited they were that they were back on dirt. So it was a lot of fun for us. I'm aging in dog years now, so it takes a lot of time and effort, and you probably won't ever hear me give too many of the promoters in NASCAR a hard time anymore because I know what it's like firsthand. So to host an event takes a lot of time and effort and work, and it takes a great staff to do that. And I'm very fortunate and blessed to have a good staff at Eldora, and just very surprised by this. This was, I thought I was coming to support my crew chief, Matt Borland, for his award, and I'm very glad I came out now for sure. So Jimmy, Chad, congratulations. Rick, again, you backed into another one. I don't know how you do it. It's crazy how all these guys will just lay down for you like that. But you guys have done an awesome job, and all you guys that made the chase this year, congratulations on that. It was hard sitting on the sidelines watching, but it gave me a different perspective that I haven't seen in years of what we all do each week, and it was a lot of fun to sit there on the side and watch you guys do what we do. And but take this as your warning. I gave you guys 14 weeks off without me. I'll be brave for Daytona and be back kicking your ass again. So you guys enjoy it. Thank you.
What he's done in the sport is one thing, but what he does for the sport makes him one of a kind. Congratulations, Smoke. That concludes today's NASCAR NMPA Myers Brothers Awards luncheon. Congratulations to all of our winners. Thanks to all of you for your contributions to the sport. Now, our 13 chase drivers and our special award winners, Rookie of the Year, Myers Brothers Award winner, will all be in the room directly behind you, available for interviews by credentialed media. That's going to begin shortly, right behind this room directly. So thanks again to all of you in attendance. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great Champions Week here in Las Vegas.